Hey YouTube, over 40 goalie here. So I've got to skate tomorrow night, and it's been about 6 days since I've been on the ice. So what I want to do in this video is we're going to get the skates, jump on the synthetic, do a real quick workout. This is not really meant to be to kind of tire you out, but it's just something to get the legs ready for tomorrow night's action. Anytime I hit the synthetic, I always try to keep things a bit focused with really kind of like one goal in mind. What I want to do in this video is try to fix some of the rounding of my back when I get into my shot stance. What this is doing is when I drop into my butterfly, it's causing me to sag my butt back, kind of collapsing on myself. This is not good. Obviously, when you're going to butterfly, you want to try to keep your hips upright. One of the things that we want to try to keep in mind when we're doing our skating drills on synthetic is kind of keeping our chest up and having more of a forward lean, and try to maintain that as we do some of our T-pushes and shuffles. I've also been advised to make sure that I actually drive my knees down to the ice as opposed to just dropping, kind of flopping into my butterfly. Not entirely sure where this habit's coming from, but I'm just going to blame sitting at a desk job for the last 20 years and not really being flexible. So hopefully some of the drills that I'm going to be doing in this video is going to help those of you who have the same problems. And hopefully it's going to translate over to tomorrow night's game, but we'll see, right? So the first thing we're going to do before we put our skates on, of course, is do a quick warm-up. So let's get at it. Nothing too fancy about the warm-up. It's just important to pick some type of exercise that you like doing it. Otherwise you won't do it at all, right? Or you can copy me and do these sweet old man side bends. Alright, super important to get that warm-up in. I only do about 5 minutes or so. Try to do each exercise about 30 seconds just to get me going. Just kind of get your blood circulating. Don't hurt yourself, right? Alright, we're gonna get the skates on and then start our skating drills. So one of the things about my skates that I'm wearing right now, these are a size too large. So one thing that I suggest when you get skates is don't rush getting them. Get sized up properly. I rushed in buying these because my girlfriend came with me. So don't ever bring your family to buy skates because they're the most important piece of equipment and you want to get them sized right. This is my first time recording myself skating without gear on. To be completely honest, it looks super uncomfortable. But it's good to see how you're skating without the gear on. That way you can see what your body's actually doing. And just so you're aware while you're watching this, I'm still learning to skate properly. In all my years of playing, I've actually never taken the time to learn how to skate. What I'm trying to do here is understand how my body feels when I'm trying to lean forward. Now that I look at this a little bit more, it looks like my right arm is extended a little bit too far out. It's in full extension, which is not too good for reaction. Alright, so we just did about 5 or so minutes of some T-pushes, a few shuffles here and there. To be honest, skates don't feel that good right now because they're a size too big. Maybe I should try the game skates next time so there's no disparity between the two of them when I go on the ice versus synthetic. Anyways, let's go put the pads on and see if we can fix our butterfly drop a little bit more here. So I got these pads about mid-August. So I went down a size. I was wearing originally a CCM 33 plus 2, I believe. Again, when it comes to sizing, I went to the hockey shop and Cam, the hockey goalie guy, sized me up and he's like, no, you gotta wear a 32. So I'm actually wearing extra small set of pads right now at 32 in a Bauer, and I'm 5'10", so I was kind of a bit of a disbelief when I found out that I was wearing an extra small, but you know what? As long as your knee hits that block, dead center, you're good to go. You don't want to bust your knee get on the ice. So what I was talking about before was what I was doing in games is kind of in my stance. I got a lot of weight on my heels. So you'll see I'm kind of leaning back a little bit and I'm kind of hunching over. So what happens then is when I step in the butterfly, you see my hips are at an angle, extreme angle like this. So I'm losing a lot of coverage on that net. Plus, my mobility on my hip is kind of scrunched like this. it just kind of sucks. You kind of end up reaching a lot. So what I'm trying to do more now is kind of put more of a lean on the balls of your feet and then really drive those knees down. Keep that hip up. I feel like I can do this here on the synthetic quite easily, but I think in the heat of the moment in the game, it gets kind of weird. You kind of forget about it, right? So again, if I'm kind of hunched over like I usually am, like this, and boom, missing a lot of net, versus balls of your feet, boom. You know, I feel like my upper body's not moving as much, but it's still a lot of work to do. I'm only starting to try to figure this thing out, right? One cool thing that a Reddit user told me after looking at my form was to try to keep my chest up. I noticed as soon as I started doing that, kind of looking around like this, as opposed to kind of hunching, looking down like that, kind of pushing outwards, I was able to really kind of not even have to think about anything else. So, super good tip. Keep that chest up like this. Drag your knees down. Don't just flop down like that. That's what I've been doing for the last, fortunately, 20 years, which is kind of a good reason why I'm stuck in the beer leagues in low divs, right? So hopefully we can fix that up. And hopefully that helped you guys out, right? There you have it. Just a really quick skate on the synthetic before game night. Work on that butterfly drop, keeping the chest up, driving your knees downwards, try to keep your hips up, none of the sagging kind of stuff. So I do have a game tomorrow night. I'm gonna try to keep all these things in mind, get some footage from that game and kind of analyze it as well too, to see if these drills even helped at all, right? So if it doesn't, let's go back to the drawing board, keep working hard, and hopefully the results will come. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Oh.